Here's a psychology fact you're not ready for. Feeling anxious doesn't mean you're more aware. It usually means your nervous system is overloaded. If you believe that constant worry means you're intelligent, realistic, or awake, this video is going to challenge how you see your own mind. Psychologists call this hypervigilance. And once you understand it, you'll realize why Gen Z feels anxious almost all the time, even when life looks fine from the outside. Your thoughts, your emotions, your constant scanning for danger. None of this is random. Your brain learned it. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. Your brain has started treating anxiety like intelligence. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Anxiety feels like awareness because it keeps you alert. When you're anxious, your brain says, "I'm just being realistic. I see things others ignore. I'm prepared for the worst." So anxiety starts feeling like maturity. But psychology says, that's not awareness. That's fear disguised as insight. Awareness observes. Anxiety anticipates. One sees clearly. The other never rests. And this next part explains why Gen Z feels mentally exhausted, even when they haven't done anything physical. Gen Z grew up in a completely different mental environment. From a young age, your brain was exposed to constant news cycles, social media comparison, pressure to be something early, global crises, endless opinions, infinite choices. Your brain adapted. It learned one rule: stay alert. Something bad could happen. This creates hypervigilance. Your mind starts to overanalyze texts and tones, replay conversations, anticipate rejection, imagine worst-case futures, prepare for problems that don't exist yet. And because your brain is busy, it feels like awareness. But here's the truth. A busy mind is not a clear mind. If this is hitting a little too close, good. It means you've been mistaking mental noise for mental depth. Here's something most people don't realize. Gen Z's nervous system doesn't trust calm. When things slow down, your brain thinks, I should be doing more. I'm missing something. This feels irresponsible. That's why relaxing creates guilt. Peace feels temporary. Happiness feels suspicious. Your brain believes, if I stop worrying, something will go wrong. So anxiety becomes a safety strategy. Not because it works, but because it feels familiar. Here's the real danger nobody talks about. Anxiety slowly becomes your identity. You start saying, I'm just an overthinker. I'm anxious by nature. I'm just very aware. But psychology says, that's not who you are. That's what your nervous system learned to do. And anything learned can be unlearned. Here's the difference nobody explains clearly. Awareness notices what is. Anxiety imagines what might be. Awareness brings clarity. Anxiety creates urgency. Awareness allows choice. Anxiety demands reaction. Once you see this difference, you stop trusting every anxious thought. If you want to break this cycle, start with this. Stop asking, what could go wrong? Start asking, what's actually happening right now? Here's the mental reframe that works. Awareness is quiet. Anxiety is loud. When your mind is loud, it's not wiser. It's just afraid. You're not broken. You're not weak. You were trained to worry, in a world that never turns off. And the moment you learn the difference between awareness and anxiety, your mind finally gets permission to rest.